19.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
I'm going 21. 54. Hey, orbit.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Kill. Rip. Right there. 54, right?
Hey, exit.
64, Mike.
64.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Here we go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Here we go. Like 20. I got this.
Tight end's right. Four there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Watch the twist. Check it back.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Hey, motion backfield.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
25, check 25, check 25. Out.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here's Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Mostert, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is taken at about the 14. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Wait, 20, alert!
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Deuce. Tight dog.
Go! Shadow!
Throwing again. Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to look deep for Edelman. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. They begin the drive with Coleman. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Right back to Coleman here on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This is Mostert. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Here we go. Black 80!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the ground. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Check. Watch 54. You. Check. Crunch.
All right, here we go. Hey, 66.
Brady now on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Alert 3.
Watch the safety creep.
Safe.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Slam. 36.
Throwing now is Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Keep playing hard.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 3.
Hey, ball 66.
Brady now to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
That's track. Shoot. Check 24.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go out. No, 66.
Check 9. Check 26. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Let's go out. No, 66.
2nd and 5 now. Brady.
He's checking tight.
Going deep here for Edelman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He was looking for Edelman there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Here we go.
First down, San Francisco.
On first down, Coleman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Everyone got 4 down.
On second down, it's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here we go.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
65. Lock! Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Coleman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Switch.
Hey, gun. Go dig.
We got 25.
Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of the one. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Check 31. 72.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Mike 54. 3 buzz. Showing up.
From the 38, Brady. It's caught. This is White. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Hey, Delta. Check. Hey, Alabama.
Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, Haywood. Jackson, reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Switch. Tighten up.
Hey.
On first down, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. What was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
This is Coleman. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Hey, 25 on the mic. We're going. I got this.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for 1 more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Quick edge. off him. Go bandit.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Joker, 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 joker. SOS.
Hey, check it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Wait, that 53. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 450.
Again, it's Michel fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Here comes the ball.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Wait, that 180.
50 wants the mic.
Don't get nervous.
Check nickel. Hatchet. Watch out. Check 99.
Hey, 66. Hey, Alabama.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michel. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understand football. Get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.